So that's the end of the video, guys. We just finished here and we're going to do the other video tomorrow. And we're here with the lovely, como se nome?
Graziella.
Okay, prazer, amiga. So what's your favourite thing to do in all of Balneario Camboriú?
I really like to came to the beach and the ferry road. It's so incredible.
Said it. Anything else? Any nightclubs or anything to go to? Or?
Oh, had the Cristo there and have a party, like a party there, and I will go this night, I think.
Okay, and you're from Sao Paulo?
Oh.
You're from Sao Paulo?
Yes, I'm from the countryside.
Countryside? Ah, okay. Paulistas are the best. They're so nice. Nailed it. Obrigado, amiga. So here we are. So like and subscribe, guys. And that's the end of the tour of Balneario Camboriú here. Iron Man and Aquaman. Really cool, really cool. So here with some good mates, some Belo Horizonte, amigos aquí, managers, best people. Muy simpática. Hola. Vamos, amigo. Gonna kick the football up and this is my mate from Managers. Hey! Muito bom, valeu. Muito bom. Amigo, you're from Managers? Minas Gerais and Paraná. Oh, muito bom. Is that in the north? Paraná is in the north? Paraná. Is in the south?
Paraná, sul.
Sul. Like Porto Alegre?
No, mais pra cima.
Mais pra cima.
São Paulo.
São Paulo. Muito bom paulistas. Robado em São Paulo. 2 dias passado. Muito robado em Central. Paulistas, Avenida Paulista, muito simpática.
É muito bonito, né?
Yeah, muito bonito pessoas. Valeu. Yeah, you don't find this in Rio. It's just so peaceful. Really classy. You don't find that in Rio at all. But yeah, that's the good about it. But the bad is it's just too relaxing. You have yin and yang. They're good and bad everywhere. You have it's like Miami or some kind of posh place. Yeah, let me know your experience. If you come to Balneario Camboriú, if you have any experience with girls or the adventures here. There's not much adventures here, it's just so relaxing. It's a family, PG-13 kind of place. Really nice. But yeah, really nice place. Look at that. Yeah, you found this, maybe in Lebanon you find people playing like that for money. We need to go back to Lebanon though, just for the every time I'm in Lebanon I've always had great experiences with girls. I've been really, they're full of energy, they push themselves out of the comfort zone. But here everything's too relaxed. It's just a snail's pace. Stand by me. I can play Stand By Me on the guitar. I should bring my guitar with me. But yeah, I think once I get this out of my system and I go back to training in Rio, I'm going to go to do one night in Lebanon, because every single time we've been in Lebanon, either the beach or the nightlife, I've always had great reception with girls or anyone, just especially meet girls around the world. I meet girls in from South Africa. South African girls are the best. They just talk. I met one girl in Lebanon, and then she's from South Africa, and she just talks. That's what South Africa do. They're so open. You can pull in a South African girl really easily. They're the best type of girls. Really adventurous, really strong, because they're all about adventure. And they're from a place where they mix. A lot of them mix with the whites and the blacks as well. So it's very. So they know what it's like to be, to be white and black. So yeah, if that makes any sense at all, like they know what it's like. The racism is really like, and there's balance in this world. Where people in Brazil, a lot of them, the majority of them are Brazilian. But in South Africa, a lot of them are mixed between African and Cape Town, like South Africa, has like a mix between Nigerian and lots of white people. Like it's like 50-50. So they have a great understanding of race, whereas here they think they're the best. A lot of places do. But a lot of countries, I've seen a lot of countries where the majority is, their native colour or their native race. A lot of them, they just think they're the best. But if you have a good balance of 50-50, then you realise they're more open-minded. That's why Paraguay is kind of so good, because they almost have a balance. It's like 70% Paraguayans, like 30% European, German, that kind of stuff. So they're very tolerant of white people there. So if it's 50-50, it would be great. It would be a perfect place for people. Here's really back. We'll go the road now. So yeah, it's just really peaceful. But like, which is not good and all, but it's just. I need adventure. I need that thrill. You know, that adrenaline. You know, and there's you won't find that here. It's, I think you find it even in Petropolis. You have the adventure because you have the mountain climbing. Like, look at some places are here. Look like LA or Miami, United States. But yeah, they're very easy to talk to here. The people, but just very. How do you say? Like yeah, you won't get robbed here. It's very safe, very secure. But everyone's clean and everyone's moving at snail pace. In Rio de Janeiro, everything's like go. But everything is it's just like a snail's pace. So yeah, talking to people is very nice and everything. But so asking them to be in a YouTube video, it's like no. They're very shy, very nervous, very together with family and friends. So yeah, I'd like to go back to Rio just for I need adventure. I mean, it's a good place to live and everything, just to feel nice. But if you want anything worthwhile, you have to go through the stress and the adventures and the adrenaline. You know, you have to, and that's what I have to do in Rio as well. So that's we all, there's all things we don't want to do. Like my friend, my Polish friend, commented on a video saying, "Oh, I don't want to go to the beach; it gets really crowded." I mean, we all want to, lay in bed and just be comfortable, but that doesn't accomplish anything. If it could be anything now, I'd live in LA, I could go get a flight to LA, live in LA, get a job there, but I don't want to die with regrets. I want to be on my deathbed and just be able to smile and face death with saying I've done everything. I've done everything that my heart wanted to do. I've done everything, I've tested everything, tried everything once, we only regret the things we don't do, and I want to be on my deathbed and say I did everything, and that requires going through our comfort zone a little bit. That's why people in Paraguay they end up looking fat or miserable by the age of like 25, because they end up just giving up and never breaking out of the comfort zone or staying in the comfort zone. And that leads to depression, and regret is it's the most harmful emotion physically. Like, it breaks down your cells physically. You don't just feel it in your head, or it fills your whole body, and that takes over your body. It kills you. So it makes them addicted to drugs or fast food. And that's what this social media lifestyle is causing. It's causing everyone to be too comfortable and never achieving anything worthwhile. So yeah, I just approached a family, like a nice girl there, but she doesn't speak any English, so she's with a family, and the families are really protective. So I think here, if you approach anyone, everyone's going to be with their family or friend, usually the family, because they're visiting here, because they know it's a really safe place. It's usually families come here because they know it's really safe and really peaceful. So yeah, it's okay for picking up girls, just speaking to girls, it's really easy. And they're from Rio Grande do Sul. But yeah, she's really safe, really nice, looking at me and everything, but there's nothing I can say because she doesn't speak English I speak a little bit Portuguese. No, it's not just that, just they're guarded by the family. As soon as I approach her, like, the brothers are all looking at me like, what's he doing here? So yeah, like and subscribe, guys, and leave a comment on what you want me to see next. That's the main thing to see. Everyone's just here at the end, but it reminds me of Fortaleza. It's like a posh version of Fortaleza, an upgraded version of Fortaleza. Very peaceful, very relaxing. But yeah, I think if I approached her by herself, approached her, one-on-one or with her friends, it should be more receptive. I didn't speak to her personally as well. I just spoke to her friends and her family. That's the thing. I used to speak to the father, I used to speak to the mother, so they feel comfortable. Like, I was just speaking to the father, speaking Portuguese, and she was just looking at me all, cartoon-eyed. But that's what they do. But they're not going to go forward with anything. Ask for my number, especially in front of the family. That's the way they do. That's the way they do it. Usually alone. Like, I've had Brazilians who've asked for my WhatsApp number straight away. Usually real, but usually a lot of them just want money. But a few of them, ask like, "Are you single?" or something like that. You're single if they're here with their friends. And she probably would have done that if she was here with friends. Like, a lot of girls, if they're interested, they just ask straight away. 5 seconds in, even this 18-year-old is in Lebanon, just ask, "Are you single?" That's their Sozino. But yeah, I think Lebanon's probably better to pick up girls here. It's too peaceful, it's too relaxed, it's too, so they don't break out of their comfort zone, which is nice. It's nice to speak to girls. You can speak to any girl here. Really receptive and really intelligent, but obviously they're guarded by the family or whatever. I think you find a lot of that around Santa Catarina, but yeah, I'll get this, do some training, just finish my training, lifting my heavy bags and on the beach, and wash myself on the sea. Yes, that's the whole family there. Yeah, we got along. So it's just always good to approach them. I speak to any family, just practice my Portuguese. Plus he wasn't a 10 out of 10, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, let's go. You speak to the guy there, and that beach there isn't the best beach. But walk, this is where people, just behind the wheel is where people get the picture taken for like Instagram, because it looks really posh, like Hollywood Hills. But they said that beach over there, they said that's better if you go over there. That's more Mas Bonito, so we'll try going over there. I think I saw on Instagram and Tinder as well, where that's where they're going to have lots of Instagram models taking the picture. So I think this beach isn't good, but I think it's popular. That's Playa Brava just over there. But we'll go to the next beach mañana tomorrow. So yeah. Hey, happy birthday, Debbie. I missed your birthday because I've been travelling a lot. But yeah, there is the lovely Balneario Camboriú, how you pronounce it. Yeah, so peaceful here. As you can see, looks like Fortaleza a bit on Miami. I thought Fortaleza was like the Miami of Brazil, but I think this is like the real Miami of Brazil. Yeah, really intelligent people. Like you can actually relax there. I've got my bags here, and like I've just arrived here, and it's just don't feel any dangers at all. Feel really chill. The sand is different as well. Like look, you've got like Fortaleza, Miami to the left here, and you've got Rio de Janeiro Island to the right here. I think actually surfing over that beach. There's more kind of like tropical kind of beaches over there. Because like I said, like all the best places that people don't go to aren't the touristy places that you always see. Like I was on Tinder and I saw lots of girls on Tinder who kind of live or have beach photos just over there. That might be the nicer beach. The main attraction here is just over there. You might see a wheel. There's a big wheel at night time. It lights up. Not much adventure to do here. This is it. This is like the main touristy thing. People just come here to chill and relax, because that's what Argentinians do in Paraguay and Steve. They're not, you know, I think adventures are too stressful for them because they're more civilized, more civilized kind of people. Just kind of chill. They can't deal with stresses. Like Rio de Janeiro, which is too stressful for them, too much. This is really cool. It's like professional volleyball, actual professional. Like in flamenco, you just practice by yourself, or you just practice with a group of guys and. Like I do, and just but this is actually real cool volleyball. Yeah, I mean this is like, it's a lot cleaner than Fortaleza, but it reminds me of the same, because Fortaleza is just like lots of high kind of rich kind of style buildings next to the beach, but the beach is a lot cleaner than Fortaleza. Usually seeing pictures here with the beach. The beach doesn't look, the water doesn't look as clean as Rio de Janeiro or some beaches in Rio. We'll have a dip in it and see what it's like. Yeah, I mean, I might sound devoid, but I mean, I'm just really peaceful here. It's just a good break from Rio de Janeiro. It actually feels safe and no stresses. You have people signing stuff here, but like in Rio de Janeiro and Copacabana, you have people shouting in your face like, "Oh, velo, sell this, sell this." You just can't relax at all. But here, it's just all Argentinians, Paraguayans, Bolivians who come to escape. It's so cute. You don't see families like on the beach a lot in Rio de Janeiro, but this is more like family kind of resting, where people see the daughters and sons just to come for the summertime. But anyway, let's grab some food. Let's go see the main attraction. They have the main attraction is you have the wheel, and they have like a road that leads up. I think it's over that way or that way. I think it's that way. Yeah, a road that kind of leads up a hill, and people take the pictures a lot there. Yeah, there's not much adventure here. So this is a good place to, I think it might be a good place to hook up because lots of girls have nothing to do here. Rio de Janeiro is always stressful. It's always adventures to do. So I'm coming here for a weekend or something, but I couldn't imagine living here. I just get too bored. I need adventure, I need stuff to do, I need training. I need to go see how to do the gym and surfing and everything around Rio, but this is the same kind of atmosphere I'll tell you now my story how I got robbed in Sao Paulo just now. I got robbed in Sao Paulo just before I came here, just before I got the bus here. Just before I got the coach here, and I think it never happens. I think it's because the second-hand smoke, like I do feel a bit, not high, but like the second-hand smoke really affects me. I just feel really relaxed. I know it sounds stupid, but the first time I got robbed in Brazil was after I just spent 2 nights in Niterói, and I came back to the main city of Rio de Janeiro. And now the last time I got robbed in Brazil was after I just spent a few days in Niterói, in Niterói. That's because Niterói is just like really peaceful. It's like this. It makes you have like sync and energy, so it makes you feel relaxed. So when you go back to like the jungle and the city jungle of Sao Paulo Centro, or the dangerous places of Rio de Janeiro, or the dangerous places of Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo Centro is just hell on earth. It's hell on earth, man. Like, as soon as you get out, when you arrive at the bus station, as soon as you go out, it's just hell. It's the worst place on this planet. Just full of black guys trying to rob you. I know it sounds kind of racist, but you realise it's true. I mean, I noticed black guys in USA are really the most nicest people you can ever meet, because they got a lot of racism, a lot of discrimination against them. But being a white guy in Brazil is the same as being a black guy in America. You got a lot of racism stuff against you, and a lot of, you see, and except for people try and rob, the opposite in Brazil, people just try and rob you all the time, like in Sao Paulo. Like, I was just on my phone outside a cafe, and this guy just came with it. No one did anything, and it was the most horrible experience of getting robbed. I've been robbed 4 times, and you just put up with it. You just go, oh yeah, whatever. They need it more than me. I can get the money some other. I'll get paid next week anyway. So, but that time was just horrible. Like, no one did anything. He literally tried to fight me on the street, and no one did anything. And I think it's because of the weed in my system. Well, I might look high, like something, because that's why I'm here. Hopefully, I'll get the weed out of my system, then I can go back to Rio and I can continue training properly. Because right now, I need to get out of my system. So I thought I'd take this time to get out of my system after a bit of rest time, and then we go back to Rio and do it properly. But yeah, it was horrible. Downtown Sao Paulo is the most disgusting place on this planet. It's a bit like downtown Rio, the most horrible place. And people don't realise that. People are too scared to say the truth. People say, oh, Brazilians are so nice, Brazilians are so nice. No, Argentinians are nice. Brazilians, mostly north of Brazil, the black Brazilians, the ones on the street, a lot of in the downtown kind of areas, are the most horrible people on this planet, the most disgusting. Yeah, they just see a white guy and they just try and rob you, and like, they could kill you. They could kill you on the street and no one would do anything. The police won't do anything. They'll just look shocked because everyone's too scared to do anything. But yeah, so it's good to come here. But that's the reason. I think that's one part of the reason I got robbed, because of I felt and looked too rich. I looked too at ease with myself. Usually when I'm around Brazil, I usually train every single morning, do some press ups, do some sit-ups, and go, oh, gotta look good, gotta look tough, gotta look strong. But after Niterói, I just felt so relaxed and so happy. And I think I gave up the ease of just looking so peaceful. And if I thought, oh, look at this guy look, he's coming over to Brazil and having sex with all the girls or whatever, and he looks so happy, he looks so at ease, he's got his long hair and his hippie kind of lifestyle, I'm gonna rob him. So yeah, that's what happens after Niterói. Niterói just makes you feel so peaceful, so at ease. And then you go back to the main city lifestyle, and like, or downtown, like Sao Paulo or Rio de Janeiro, and people can see that, and yeah, people see, look at this guy, I hate this guy, same as in high school. The same, like, I remember if you're really happy, like when I first went to high school, when I first got bullied when I was like 11 years old, before I started to do kickboxing, I always looked really happy. I looked really, and obviously guys don't like that. You can't go around being happy and skinny and everything. So I was really skinny everyone was as a teen. So yeah, same kind of concept. Look at this guy being really happy, and not looking tough or whatever. So I just the past week in Niterói, I was really relaxed, really happy, kind of feeling like a little kid, again, really eased, just walking on the street, smiling in my face, looking really happy. That's what happened when I got robbed at 4 o'clock in the morning, eating popcorn, took it easy. But yeah, as soon as you take it easy, that's when they see you and they rob you, sinks your energy. So yeah, that's lesson learned anyway. I should have known. I was aware that I was going to get robbed. I was looking all around. They only robbed like 50 reals for me. They didn't rob my phone or anything important because I was smart. I ran away. I was always aware. I'm always aware. So as soon as I saw them, I put my stuff in my bag and I started running away. And started kicking me as I was running away. Some coked up teen. some skinny little boys ran after me, like a group of them, obviously. And I got away from them. But no one did anything. Everyone just looked at me. Like, I even tried to ask some people to ring the police. And the guy behind the counter, the guy in the cafe, just did nothing. He was in the hotel. I went to the hotel entrance. I said, "Can you ring the police? Can you ring the police?" And they just looked at me and they just did nothing. They didn't believe me. The guy that was trying to rob me was telling him that I robbed him, that I robbed money off him, and he wants his money back. Because they were treating me like I was a criminal. Like, what the fuck? If they didn't, then it's really screwed up. It's really fucked up, right? But that's what they do. They won't get. You think you walk on the street, you think some people are going to help you ring the police just because you're white or whatever. You know, no, they're not going to help you. They just look at you, even if they stab you or whatever. I was stupid. I should have just given whatever he was after, but I was so in adrenaline moment. I didn't fight back. I just wanted to get away because I had a bus waiting for me. I could have easily killed him. He was a little teen, but you know, I didn't want him to whip out a knife or whatever. Because anyone, if he whips out a knife, and that's it. Hey, these are little pirate boats. These are what people come here for. The Argentinians, the Paraguayans. It's like a new Paraguayan girl that came here. They stay in a hostel, and the main thing they do, they get a picture taken over there. It's not for good for Instagram or whatever. Up the road, the winds up and has a whole view of the whole of Balneario Camarillo. And the second thing they do is they do these pirate kind of tours, like full pirates. You go in here and they have like role-playing kind of pirates, which is fun. And the third thing they do is go to Beta Carrero, which is like a fun fair, like a theme park. It's like Lego World in England. You have all these statues and theme parks and roller coasters, and statues look good next to dinosaurs and stuff like that. Really colourful, and the girls go there to take the picture, to look with colourful buildings and everything. It's nice girls get a picture taken here, but they don't look as good because the sea isn't as pristine as Rio. But yeah, this is where all the Argentinians come to relax. See, look, everyone looking chic here and rich. You can't look rich in Rio de Janeiro, but everyone can come here. The rich people can come here and look rich without having to worry. Rio de Janeiro is too much of a war zone. Yeah, even now I just feel at ease. I feel like I'm back in England or something. The same kind of feeling you get when you're in the United States or England. You can actually relax. It's good because obviously the stress is bad for you. Stress is going to kill you, so obviously I needed to escape from Rio because the stress was just always being in danger all the time. It's cool to be intelligent people again. So I need this just for a breather. And then I'll probably head to Porto Alegre next. If you have any comments, just let me know where I should head next or anything. But anyways, let's go see the rest of Balneario Camarillo. That's my story. Anyways, for waffling. This is the Balneario Camarillo, the metropolis with the beach. So more down there you have the outskirts, which has like Hollywood Hills type of building, really rich type of buildings like Metropolis. So yeah, it looks just like Metropolis, really lush. Like I mean, like I would live in these places. Balneario Camarillo, you know, Santa Catarina, Florianopolis, all these places I love to go to escape from Rio. Petropolis, like I said, I want to live there, but there's just no adventure. Like, it's just a really peaceful place to live. It's really beautiful. It's so small as well. I call this Balneario Camarillo is like Petropolis with a beach, because Petropolis would be perfect if it had a beach. But yeah, like I came walking it. The town's just city's really small. Like just that way, 5 minutes that way, 10 minutes that way is the beach. And then 5 minutes that way is that's it. That's as big as it gets. Really small, really thin kind of town, and it stretches along the coast. But yeah, when we go that way more, it has a really pristine kind of white buildings like shopping centres that you see in LA. But yeah, it's good to live if you want to look good for Instagram and all that kind of stuff, you know. But just for me, I wouldn't live here. I just get bored. I would want adventure. You know, so there's good and bad everywhere, so I have to return to Rio for training and adventures. Some more adventures I have today. But yeah, let's go down that way. It's really, nothing ever happens. Lots of Argentinians here speaking last night, lots of Paraguayans. I heard lots of Spanish speakers. But yeah, very close-knit kind of society. You know, like Paraguay, you know, you gotta look good, you know, they want to be safe. But they can't, these people, they wouldn't last a second in Rio de Janeiro. The Rio de Janeiro would be too much of too stressful for them. So they come here, but yeah, this is a good escape. Really peaceful. It's so nice here. The people are so nice. I've never felt so relaxed in 3 years in Rio, because Rio de Janeiro just becomes a war zone in Sao Paulo after getting robbed in Sao Paulo. But I'll tell you what, I got robbed there. But anyways, let's head to the beach, get some snacks, get some lush all the snacks you have, like the waffles and stuff like that, and just stuff you see like those girls take pictures with all the time. But yeah, they won't last second in Rio because Rio just eats you alive, So this first time, it's so good to feel relaxed. It's good to feel relaxed and not stressed, and not people barking and going volo, 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 shouting at me all the time, and crazy on cocaine and coffee all the time, like in Rio de Janeiro. It's good to be in a civilized place again after, that's why I go back to Paraguay, to relax. So it's good to not feel so stressed all the time and be with cool, intelligent people. First time I've not been stressed in years, after being after Rio, so. But anyways, let's head to the beach now. Yeah, this is the centre of the main avenue. It's got sunsetting now. So yeah, they just had other superheroes. They have a Wonder Woman and a Superman just there. Just speaks to me really cool, but yeah, really relaxing, really cool though. Actually, just down there I bought some really nice ice cream last night. Flavoured ice cream sorbet, Casquina. It's only like $4, really nice. Usually when I do that in Rio de Janeiro, I like to just have a day off where I just walk the street, just get Casquina, where relax and walk the street. Usually you find someone who looks at you thinking, look at this gringo, he's enjoying himself, just eating ice cream, and they usually bark at you, something like, oh, velo, give me some ice cream or whatever. But yeah, here I just had some ice cream. It's really peaceful. Casquina, no trouble at all. So yeah, because obviously you don't want to take it too easy. You just walk in the street, having some ice cream, like a little kid, I felt like. And obviously in Rio de Janeiro, you get people staring at you, going volo, volo. But yeah, it's really peaceful, really nice. So yeah, this is the main street, the main avenue, guys. So it's like like I said, it's like Fifth Avenue in Playa del Carmen, Brazil. Yeah, you have the main avenue that we just exited, that touristic kind of street. And this is the main kind of street avenue. Really small city, really small. You can walk one end to the other in like 20 minutes. Probably 30 minutes. But it's really thin strip of city. Like the more you head that, it's just all down this way. It's long, but it's really thin. The more you head that way, it's really short. So we'll head that way now, and we'll. But yeah, the girl at the beginning of the video, she was from Sao Paulo, and Paulistas are the nicest people ever, so that's why she was okay with doing the video. She wasn't too shy, because it gets a bit dangerous, Sao Paulo. It has the best of both worlds. Yeah, it looks a bit like this in Avenida Paulista, and you have downtown, which is a bit dangerous, so it pushes them to get out of the comfort zone, and so they're like foreigners as well, because a lot of them are dangerous. The Brazilians they're not dangerous, they're just stupid and on the street all the time and desperate for money. So but yeah, a place like here, it's pretty cool. But I'm looking forward to Porto Alegre next, because every single person I met from Porto Alegre is really cool. And then I'll be ready. I'm training every day, so I'll be ready to go back to Rio and continue training adventures. But yeah, we'll head back. When we head that way, like the Hollywood Hills kind of house, really rich kind of mansions. We just turn left here. We'll head back there to see like the Petropolis, Terrasopolis kind of houses. It looks like Hollywood Hills. It's not every day you walk into a bar and you see an alien and a robber. Hey, valeu. Oh.
Hi. Hi. It's very quizy. Brazil.
Brazil.
Valeu.
Valeu. Yeah, this is right near where we started off. We started off just behind here. I was wondering what this was. I thought this was something from Bolsonaro, but it's a professional volleyball. So this, I practice volleyball on the beach. It's really cool to get to know people and train and get some exercise, but I just don't see the reason to do it unless you're going to do professional like this.
Bela bola do Zanão, o Zanão que é do calçadão, ele que é natural do Rio de Janeiro, mas atualmente mora e treina lá no calçadão.
Explosive fitness is great for it. It's great for the body, the explosive fitness to get the blood pumping. Great for testosterone. Not as good as surfing, but
faz mais ponto.
It's like tennis.
7 mais.
The main avenue I was talking about, like kind of like Fifth Avenue, just behind here, where we get some food and restaurants and the main avenue. So yeah, here we are in Europe, back in Europe in Italy. It's this little, really nice boat here. You won't find that in Rio though. Maybe in Barjuca. So yeah, it's a bit like Petropolis, Terrasopolis when they have the beach there, and this is where people climb up and just walk up and just get pictures taken. But yeah, yeah, weekend here is good, but after that I just get bored. I think just came across a woman who tried to get me to go to her club tonight. She says she works at a club here. She's trying to get me to go. Obviously she's a prostitute, like the ones they have in Rio. So yeah, don't do that, guys. Don't go to the club because they just charge you for money. They ask you for money to have sex with them. I think that Rio de Janeiro is a lot like that. A lot of Brazil. People say, oh, they're really nice Brazilians. You have sex with lots of girls. No, it's different. I think USA is better for girls, actually. It depends on what you have to. If you're a big, fat, black American guy, then yeah, I think you might well do well here. But I think I mentioned that before. I think that might be a video for another day. She had like blonde hair, she had like a really good energy, really good body, but she's just drinking all the time, and she had a face of like an old woman, but the body of like a 20-year-old, you know? Because obviously the healthy lifestyle here, the nature. I didn't realise she looked really nice when she approached me. She approached me and she was really nice. But obviously she was drinking a lot. It's all about party lifestyle, having sex, and they probably find it hard to live with themselves, and it's all about party lifestyle. I mean, it's good to you got to achieve desires so you don't die with regrets. That's what I want to do. I want to be on my deathbed and say I did everything. She seemed really happy as well. Lots of girls like that. A lot of promiscuous girls are really happy because they fulfill everything, fulfill desires and everything. So that's the way the world should be. And everyone just tries to beat them down to their level. It's like me as a guy, like even Sao Paulo, the guy robbed me because he saw us fitting, you know, blonde hair and everything. He saw me really happy and thought, I'm gonna beat this guy down. Girls have the same thing. If you're a 10 out of 10 girl like all the even the 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10s, they just want to beat them down to their level and try and kill them. So yeah. What's over in this girls? Oh, fashion, we have Wonder Woman. Probably transvestite or something.
Oportunidade de gente decente, oportunidade de mudança. Essas crianças são teus filhos? Não? Mas são duas crianças bonitas que estão aqui contigo. Vamos fazer por eles. Vamos fazer por eles. Vale a pena. Vale a pena brigar pelo Brasil. Vale a pena brigar pelo brasileiro. Vale a pena fazer alguma coisa. Vale a pena construir alguma coisa.
This is why I go skydiving now, man. Just get sick of this. Finally found some exercise. Here in Santa Catarina, there's no Santander bars, so I had to work out. I got my bags, so I came with some bags so I can do a workout. There's no outdoor gym or anything. It's like Fortaleza. Fortaleza just has these bars, and whole beach. There's no workout equipment at all. Just that. I'm gonna say right now, guys. Balneario Camboriú is Terrasopolis with a beach, or Petropolis with a beach. It's just, please me, I'm just blown away by how peaceful it is. I can't believe it. Like I've just been to this hotel here, and like everyone is just so nice to me. It was unbelievable. I'm not used to it. I'm used to being treated like crap for being foreign and having blonde hair and white skin, but hey, it's just so nice. I'm just surprised. I'm just blown away by it. Everyone's just so peaceful and so quiet and so tame. It's like the complete opposite of it looks like Europe, like people just riding the bike and everything. And they have the beach right there. It's really small. It's just like Terrasopolis, but with a beach, because Terrasopolis is really small, and so is here. So it's great. Because even in Florianopolis, I had to walk miles and miles to get to the beach, but here it's just like a little town, like Terrasopolis with a beach. So it's really just 5-minute walk that way. But yeah, I can see why people come in. Yeah, obviously, we're having our one meal a day breakfast. We've got breakfast for porn stars. We've got the eggs and the watermelon, which is the best food mixture for high testosterone and making the blood flow down there. And we've got this little thing here. I've not seen this before. I'm just going to try it out. It's like lasagna for breakfast, but it's like cheese. Yeah, this thing here is like cheese, tomato. I've no idea what that is. Or it's got meat in it as well. So I'm going to try it anyway, see if it is meat. Just have a bite. Yeah, it's like a mix between a lasagna and a cake. But there's not much tomato in it to be lasagna. Yeah, lasagna for breakfast. Yeah. That's great though. Best hotel ever. It's really cheap and everyone's just so tame, it's so nice. So yeah, I'll show you the beach anyways and how all these rich buildings that I passed that just remind me of but yeah, it's like being in like this is how I imagine Miami would be like back in Miami, where they have the high class houses and everything. But I can understand why Argentinians and Paraguayans come here, because Sao Paulo and anywhere north of Brazil, anywhere north of here, would be too stressful for them. They can't cope with it because it's too stressful. I mean, this is another place where I want to live. I even want to, if I had to live anywhere, if it wasn't after adventure, I mean, I have to go back to Rio because I have adventures to do, I have training to do. And obviously it pushes you to be best, even though it is very stressful. It's like a war zone. I just got used to the war zone though. I didn't realise how bad I had it. You don't realise how bad people have it until you go to a different place. And then I thought it was just me. I adapted too much to the stresses, and it was I didn't realise how unhealthy it was, how it was killing me. That's why I seem a bit weird sometimes, because the stresses just make you on edge all the time. Especially after years and years and years. It's like years and years and years of being in a, not yet, just like 3 years in Rio, but it's like 3 years of being in a war zone. And now you come to this place, and everyone's just so, I can't believe how nice everyone is. It's like I'm whispering now because everyone just whispers and is so quiet. It's the complete opposite. It's strange, like even England isn't this tame, or even America isn't this quiet and peaceful. They always have like some people who are a bit loud. But like in Rio and Sao Paulo, it was just like, you don't understand. I mean, people think about Brazil, think Sao Paulo or Rio de Janeiro, and those are horrible places compared to this place. It's just weird. Like I said, the best places are unknown. And anyways, we're going to walk the beach. But I have to return back to Rio because I need adventures to do, and even though it's stressful as hell, and people are horrible as hell, the majority are anyways, they're deluded, they can't think for themselves. Like here, the hotel staff was just like so nice. I got suspicious, I was surprised when I was in Teresópolis, I was treated so nice. But here's like another level. I was surprised, everyone's so nice in Teresópolis, but then you come here and it's probably even nicer, or probably just as good. Even the homeless people look rich, it's really strange. But yeah, I can understand why Argentinians come here, because Rio de Janeiro, I just got used to the dangers and the war zone. But yeah, so I need to come places like this, or else it would just kill me. Rio, Sao Paulo, it's just a war zone, but I've still got adventures to do, still need to do. So yeah, Itacoatiara, Teresópolis, Petrópolis, Florianópolis, and now Balneario Camboriú would be places that I would live, if it was after the peaceful, quiet life, if it wasn't after adventure. But I've still got adventures first. But if you're older, it's a perfect place to live, if you're after the quiet life. But I think, I don't know, it's quite hard. Hey guys, so finally arrived in Balneario Camboriú, however you pronounce it, but yeah, I'm not sure if you can tell the difference, but everywhere is so quiet, so peaceful. Look at it, everyone. It's just like the complete opposite of like I said before, like every other town I've arrived in Brazil. Every single town I arrived in, like Fortaleza, everywhere. It's just this town that I always arrive in, like the part of the Rodovaria. The Rodovaria is Brazilian Portuguese for bus station. The bus station is always in the most horrible, disgusting, dangerous part of the city, and you always get a place where you kind of get robbed. The number one place where you get robbed in the city. But hey, it's so peaceful. Look at it. It looks like just like Miami or something. Everywhere's so quiet. Like I'm even whispering now. I usually, when it comes to a place, I have to shout or something. Like, look at this. I can see why Argentinians and Paraguayans come here, because it's just so quiet. I wasn't expecting to be like this. And you see the building over there, that's probably like the main building. They don't have much buildings here. It's just the beach is just like, it's a really small town. It's like smaller than Fortaleza, so the beach is just like 15 minutes that way, walk, and then that's it. And that's so cool. It's just so relaxing to live it. I mean, I should have come here all along. I've only been here 5 seconds. Just the energy and everything is so nice. I'm not used to it. I'm used to feeling on edge all the time, or like I'm going to get robbed or something. Like it's just refreshing to just be able to feel like I can relax after years and years in Rio de Janeiro. Like I left my bag in there and I just don't feel like it's going to get robbed. But I'll tell you my story how I just got robbed in Sao Paulo. Almost killed, actually. when I was waiting in Sao Paulo for my bus here. But here's where the upper class people come. So I can't wait to go to Porto Alegre because I think that'll be like this. Just yeah, just so peaceful. Like I was walking through and just saw everyone so. Look, if you just see people here, they look so rich and so civilized. You know, they're not barking at you and get angry or anything. Same kind of energy as to Guayachara, but this is better. I thought Guayachara was amazing, but here it's refreshing to see intelligent, classy, smart, beautiful people again. Like I just walked in the station and thought, oh, everyone here is so attractive. So I'm used to seeing horrible people around, homeless kind of people all around Brazil. You know, street rats or something. They call them sometimes the dancing to working people, but here everyone's so classy, so clean. So yeah, I can see why people from Paraguay or Argentina come here, because I think the more you go north from here, the more it'll probably scare Argentinians or Paraguayans. They won't be able to deal with it. It might become a bit too stressful and a bit scary for them. Yeah, because they're intelligent, classy people. But yeah, it's like I was in Guayachara, like I just took some, like I just panned my video to some intelligent people here. But yeah, when I did that in Guayachara, when I showed a video of a guy in Guayachara, even in Guayachara, the guy said, "Oh, no video," because he doesn't want a video with him. But I just showed some videos of some guys here, and none of them are barking at me. It's really cool. It's really cool to just feel like I can relax for the first time in years. That's cool. So yeah, but there's stuff to do though. I've still got to do training in Rio, so I'm going to go back to Rio and have adventures there. It's good to feel like I'm not stressed out all the time. So yeah. And also, it's a bit cold. I just had to put on it's a bit chilly. So even though the sun's out, it's a bit chilly on the ride over here. But yeah, I don't know. It's just different. But like when the sun's coming out, the sun feels different when it's a bit chilly, when it's not really humid. Like it feels like Buenos Aires. Like the sun feels really nice on your skin with the cold air with the sun. It's the fresh air with the sun. It feels fresh, if you know what I mean. If that makes sense anyway. I don't know. You know when you wake up in the spring sun feels different from the summer sun in the morning because you have the cold air and the sun hits much better rather than the humidity. It just feels much more fresh. Anyways, I'll stop waffling and we'll get doing Camarillo, however I'm going to pronounce it. But yeah, everyone's so peaceful and so nice here. People never speak to here as well. It isn't as loud as Rio, like the one in Rio has. It has people from in Rio, you know, it has like people shouting for taxi, but it's always grey though. That's the thing. It's always like there's no sunshine coming through. It's always grey when you're It's always raining every single time. It's never been sunny. It's really strange. But in the downtown, in Avenida Paulista, it was sunny there. It's like strange. She says it's like a constant dark cloud over it. Wow, so good. Yeah, it's one of my dreams. I've got one of my goals to play piano. It's just got to get a piano or a teacher. Yeah, no one ever speaks to me really. You got a bit crazy sometimes. You don't. No one speaks to you at all. So that's why I do training so much all the time. I'm always on the go. I get a bit down sometimes because no one speaks to you, especially if you don't speak Portuguese. You don't have a conversation like in years. Proper conversation. Yeah, well, we're waiting for the coach to Santa Catarina. They have this piano here. And they usually have always one guy who plays piano, who can play piano here, and he always plays on this piano. He plays something magical. I don't know if he's paid to be here, but. Dreams to play piano and play Blind Willie McTell by Bob Dylan. That's one of my goals in life. I've got to do it soon, one day soon. Just gotta find someone to teach me. But yeah, when I first arrived here in Sao Paulo station, I hated it. I thought this was the most miserable, greyest. I mean, it's always raining for some reason here. I mean, it's like the rest of Sao Paulo is really sunny and really nice, but this central Sao Paulo is just horrible. It's disgusting, full of horrible people outside who like, it's like a bit of a Mad Max movie, like downtown Rio, who are just waiting to rob you and run after you. But yeah, the rest of Sao Paulo really makes up for it. The main centre, it's completely opposite. But here, when you first arrived, always when you arrive in cities, it's like Belo Horizonte, Rio de Janeiro, Fortaleza, every single city where you arrive in, when you arrive by coach, you arrive in the city centre downtown, and where the bus station is. It's usually the worst, most disgusting part of the city, which is weird. You know, they want to make a good impression on tourists, but they don't. They put the bus station, the coach station or whatever, in the worst, most disgusting part of the city. Always, every single place I've been around Brazil. But yeah, when I first arrived, I hated this place. I thought it's really invisible, and just the hotels nearby, just disgusting people, just trying to rob you the money. You know. But I wish I was back in Itacoatiara, but we'll be in Balneario Camboriú soon, which is going to be the same kind of people, so same kind of tranquil lifestyle I'm thinking of, you know. So we'll get to see, cause you know, I've been months without karaoke, so it'd be good to see what other Santa Catarina and Argentinians and Uruguayans are like, and Paraguayans that go on holiday there. So there's guys. See anyone on the next video? Last time going back, so I'm on the way to this area. City in the mountains. Maybe it's downtown, maybe it's over here, it's over there. I mean, I've done this way 10 years ago. When I sit down, I don't feel any like push or any ambition, any vigor. I need to get out of the system, especially for training, because I can only train for about an hour, then my muscles ache. But usually, getting out of the system, I can train all day, every day. But yeah, I need to get out of the system because I just feel really lethargic and slow and sleepy and tired. I need to get my muscles back. Yeah, this is in the daytime, well, kind of daytime because it's overcast now, it's about 5 o'clock. But it's just a bit sunny before, but it's been a bit overcast to the change in the seasons. But yeah, it's finally the ferry over to Niterói, back to the city. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The planes, sometimes when you're doing the ferry over here, the planes just fly right over you, right over here. When we get near the airport, they just right over your head. It's really cool. You have Christ the Redeemer to the right, and then Pau de Açúcar straight ahead, and then leaving Niterói, I just feel so peaceful. Like leaving Niterói, I just feel like I'm in a dreamland state. Maybe it's the second I smoke a marijuana. I mean, I still feel a bit high, like. I just feel really lethargic, really resty. I know people don't say you don't get high after second I smoke, but trust me, you do if you don't smoke or drink. You know, it really. It's like when you see like a guy who drinks half a beer. You know, I can drink half a beer and I can get drunk off it because I never drink. But same thing really affects you. It's a system if you don't have any tolerance to it. So yeah. yeah, so I think I'm gonna, because I just feel like sleeping and eating all the time, so I'm gonna go back to training, do it every day, you know, back to my a few more days to detoxify myself, so I'm gonna take a trip to Santa Catarina, Balneario, Cambria, where I've always wanted to go. I've always been there, you know, because we get travel anyway, so this time maybe went out soon, so I'm gonna instead of following training, we'll just go straight there. Because everything should have gone that time. I've got to do this, I've got to do training, I've got to do these adventures, I've got to do this adventure first. But, you know, you've got limited time, you never know when it could stop, so anything could happen. So I'm gonna just do a quick trip there, a round trip, maybe go towards the leg right. See you guys later, because that's, everyone says, oh, that's where they have people there, you know, and all the sexy Argentinians go there, and you know, the European kind of style people go there, so I'm gonna go. So take a trip there, just see what happens, see if it's a place where I always should have been. Training. See the stress of the city, but yeah, it just feels so relaxed after this. It's quite chill. Just a day at the beach, and it's just like the perfect life. That's the life I've always wanted, you know. Cloud, just in heaven, you know, like you only die in time, there's no worries, there's no stress. That's what it felt like. There's no stress and the dangers to push yourself, limitations, and what else, you know, I just felt, even for sex, like I didn't approach any girls there, because it's just like, I felt like I was so relaxed and just so chill. You know, I didn't feel like I had a need to go and approach girls or, you know, have sex like in the sea, like in the sea or in the sunshine. Chasing sex and money there. I need to go and chat it. Like I saw a hot girl there and I was just like, ah, so what? I'm leaving my wrecked passport. There's a ball. It's gonna be like a 2-day bus. It's got nice issues, isn't it? Yeah, that's good. It's good to see some Argentinians here. Because after a while, Brazilians just gonna do your head in with all the coffee, all the cocaine high on, and just got robbed as well. So doubt that happened. Well, don't want to jinx out. Doubt that happened. Where I'm going now, where there's lots of intelligent Argentinians and European types. Yes, I can't wait. So happy. So should be a bit like Florianopolis, so we'll get some good food and good rest and some Italian style beaches. I've got my subway here. Yeah, this is in the daytime. Well, kind of daytime because it's overcast now. It's about 5 o'clock. But it's just a bit sunny before, but it's been a bit overcast to the change in the seasons. But yeah, it's finally the ferry over to Niterói, back to the city. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The planes, sometimes when you're doing the ferry over here, the planes just fly right over you, right over here. When we get near the airport, they just right over your head. That's really cool. You have Christ the Redeemer to the right, and then Pau de Xuca straight ahead, and then leaving Niterói, I just feel so peaceful. Like leaving Niterói, I just feel like I'm in a dreamland state. Maybe it's the second I smoke marijuana. I mean, I still feel a bit high. Like, don't say you don't get high off second smoke, but trust me, you do if you don't smoke or drink. You know, it really, it's like when you see like a guy who drinks half a beer. You know, I could drink half a beer and I could get drunk off it because I never drink. But same thing really affects you. It's a system if you don't have any tolerance to it. So yeah. So I think I'm gonna. I don't think. Yeah, because I just feel like sleeping and eating all the time. So I'm gonna go back to training, do it every day. You know, back to my. A few more days to detoxify myself. So I'm gonna take a trip to Santa Catarina, Balneario, Cambria, where I've always wanted to go. I've probably always been there. You know, who knows? Because I get travel anyway. So. This time maybe went out soon, so I'm going to happens instead of following training, we'll just go straight there. Because everything, I should have got that. I've got to do this, I've got to do training, I've got to do these adventures, I've got to do this adventure first. But, you know, you've got limited time, you never know when it could stop, so anything could happen. So I'm going to just do a quick trip there, round trip, maybe go towards the leg right. See you guys later, because everyone says, oh, that's where they have type people with long hair, you know, and all the sexy Argentinians go there, and you know, the European kind of style people go there, so I'm gonna go. So take a trip there, just see what happens, see if it's a place where I always should have been. See the stress of the city, but you just feel so relaxed after this. It's quite chill. Just a day at the beach, and it's just like the perfect life. That's the life I've always wanted, you know. Cloud just in heaven, you know, like you only die in time. There's no worries, there's no stress. That's what it felt like. There's no stress and the dangers to push yourself to limitations and what else, you know, I just felt, even for sex, like I didn't approach any guilt there because it's just like I felt like I was so relaxed and just so chill. You know, I didn't feel like I had a need to go and approach girls or, you know, have sex like in the sea, like in the sea or in the sunshine. I was chasing sex and money there. But it's quite chatting, like I saw a hot girl there and I was just like, ah, so hot. Sea and walking back and forth is so relaxing. See if you see anyone on the next video. That's where we were last time, going back to on the way to the right. City in the mountains. It's downtown. Yeah, mountains over here. That's the over there. mountains. You get the best view. I mean, I've done this way 10 years ago. When I sit down, I don't feel any like push or any ambition, any vigor. I need to get out of the system, especially for training, because I can only train for about an hour, then my muscles ache. But usually, getting out of the system, I can train all day, every day. But yeah, I need to get out of the system because I just feel really lethargic and slow and sleepy and tired. I need to get my muscles back. Yeah, well, we're waiting for the coach to Santa Catarina. They have this piano here, and they usually have always one guy who plays piano, who can play piano here, and he always plays in this piano. He plays something magical. I don't know if he's paid to be here, but one of my dreams is to play piano and play Blind Willie McTell by Bob Dylan. That's one of my goals in life. I've got to do it. Soon, one day soon. Just gotta find someone to teach me. But yeah, when I first arrived here in Sao Paulo station, I hated it. I thought this was the most miserable, greyest. I mean, it's always raining for some reason here. I mean, it's like the rest of Sao Paulo is really sunny and really nice, but this central Sao Paulo is just horrible. It's disgusting, full of horrible people outside who it's like a bit of a Mad Max movie, like downtown Rio, who are just waiting to rob you and run after you. But yeah. The rest of Sao Paulo really makes up for it. The main centre, it's complete opposite. But here, when you first arrived, always when you arrive in cities, it's like Belo Horizonte, Rio de Janeiro, Fortaleza, every single city where you arrive in, when you arrive by coach, you arrive in the city centre downtown, and where the bus station is. It's usually the worst, most disgusting part of the city, which is weird. You know, they want to make a good impression on tourists, but they don't. They put the bus station, the coach station or whatever, in the worst, most disgusting part of the city. Always, every single place I've been around Brazil. But yeah, when I first arrived, I hated this place. I thought it's really miserable, and just the hotels nearby, just disgusting people, just trying to rob you the money. Yeah, but I wish I was back in It's quite harder, but. We'll be in Balneario Camboriú soon, which is going to be the same kind of people, so same kind of tranquil lifestyle I'm thinking of, you know. So we'll get to see. Cause I've been months without karaoke, so it'd be good to see what other Santa Catarina and Argentinians and Uruguayans are like, and Paraguayans that go on holiday there. So there's guys. Here we go. It's just arrived. I think this is either the guy. I think they're doing maintenance on the. To try and fix it. Yeah, because I pressed a few keys and a few keys weren't working, so he's doing maintenance on it. I thought he was the guy that comes along and plays every day. He's usually I don't think there's a guy that plays every day. There's just I think they're just visitors and passes through. But here, I think the few black keys weren't working. So he's going to fix it. Yeah, it's this right outside here. I pressed some black keys there and they weren't working on the right side. I'll show you where I got robbed now. I got robbed just down there near the entrance. Without even knowing it. Someone robbed my bag while I was looking at the distance, but I'll show you that now. Yeah, they're going to fix it. This is they fix the piano, interesting. They tune the keys, just like the strings attached to the keys, just like in a guitar. Yeah, I think this guy is definitely a paid guy, because I think not many people just wander the street who can play piano like this, who are just travelling from bus to bus who can play piano like this. And he plays it all day as well. Like he's been here for a few minutes, he just played song after song, he played Frank Sinatra and everything. Now he's just onto this. Yeah, it's one of my dreams to play piano like this. One of my goals I've got to do, to play Blind Willie McTell by Bob Dylan. If you've never heard Blind Willie McTell, go listen to it, it's the best song you've never heard, it's amazing. Inspiration. People never speak to here as well. It isn't as loud as Rio, like the one in Rio has has a it has people from in Rio, you know, it has like people shouting for taxi, but it's always grey though. That's the thing. It's always like there's no sunshine coming through. It's always grey when it's always raining every single time. Yeah, it's never been sunny. It's really strange. But in the downtown in Avenida Paulista, it was sunny there. It's like strange. She says it's like a constant dark cloud over it. Wow, so good. Yeah, it's one of my dreams. I've got one of my goals to play piano. It's just got to get a piano or a teacher. Yeah, no one ever speaks to me really. So you got a bit crazy sometimes. You don't. No one speaks to you at all. So that's why I do training so much all the time and always go on the go. I give it down sometimes because no one speaks to you, especially if you don't speak Portuguese. You don't have a conversation like in years. Proper conversation. Yeah, this is where I got robbed normally. I was standing right there. Yeah, I was saying before like no one ever speaks to me, but that was only, I shouldn't be standing here on my phone now because homeless people sometimes run up from the street and they rob you. And they have a lot of people here. You see that guy there, that might be some kind of robbery. Just always tell them out. But yeah, yeah, like I was saying before, like, not many people speak to me, but you know, obviously you gotta go to nice places. It kind of pushes you well, because people talk, and they end up not doing anything. Like in Argentina, all they do is talk, and you know, Brazilians together, when all they do is talk, and sit at cafes and everything. Gotta watch out on my phone here. But yeah, except for when I was in East Quachada yesterday. I'll tell you the story of how I got robbed in a bit. But I was in East Quachada and the Argentinians, like I was saying, Argentinians are the nicest people ever. Like, all these stereotypes about different people are wrong. Like everyone says Brazilians are the nicest, most sweetest people ever, and Argentinians are really ignorant. No, like the stereotypes about countries, the opposite is always true. Argentinians, like they're the only ones who approach me and we talk. We talk for hours. Like the Argentinian in the that I met at the beaches, and they offer me a job and everything. And so someone's come live with them in Buenos Aires, which is I want to do when I've done everything in Rio. Because I love Palermo Soho. But yeah, when I was in East Quachada, and another Argentinian guy who worked there was talking for ages with me, really good conversation. Because we have the same like kind of European blood as well. Because many I think Argentina's like 54% European blood, so we can talk. We have that energy, that same energy. European, you know. Like if you're black or American or Portuguese here, you'll have the same kind of energy as Brazilians. Obviously, we all have the same kind of different blood. But yeah, and what was I saying? Yeah, and he made me some soup, and he made me some. He knew I was vegetarian, so he made me some vegetarian kind of vegan soup, and I was like, that's really nice. Not many people do that. I mean, it's so pleasant to talk to. But yeah, it really makes you happy to talk to him. Because after a while, if you don't have a good conversation, you just go over it, you know. You need something to keep active. That's why I'm always training, always pushing myself, because as well. But it's kind of good as well. You have to push yourself if you don't have lots of talk. But anyways, I was standing there with my bag, and I was looking out, seeing if it was sunny, because every time I'm here, it's just always cloudy for some reason. I passed through here tons of times, like maybe 20 times total, and it's always been raining. I was just looking out at the sky to see if there's going to be any sun out. I just woken up, just trying to wake myself up after a hotel and passing through, and I didn't realise I had my bag obviously had like a hole in it or something, or like my bag was open. Like here, I have this bag here, and sometimes the zipper, something isn't working. And I had my red shorts, my favourite red swimming shorts. And then I went off to the next destination. Then I realised my guy was standing behind me this whole time, and a guy here, a security guy, was shouting like, "Hey, something's happening." I think he was trying to tell me that I was getting robbed. But yeah. See that guy there was looking at me strange. He had tattoos all over his face. But it might be cool, you know. Usually the ones that look homeless usually won't care, so I should be careful. But yeah, anyways, he was standing behind me. I thought nothing was happening. I thought he was just standing behind me, just some homeless person. But I wasn't scared because I didn't have anything valuable in my bag behind me. But I realised a security guy here was going, hey, shouting something like wasn't making any noise, any sounds or anything, like just like a grunting, you know, like they do. But yeah, I just ignored him. I thought nothing was happening, but he probably didn't care. He's just robbing a foreigner, and it doesn't matter. rob some red shorts. Probably need him more than I do. So yeah. Anyways. So yeah, that guy there, he just talks to you just for no reason. Should be careful. We got a security woman, so that should be alright. I can protect myself. Someone just punch him in the face if someone tries to grab my phone. Just knock him out. Just a quick jab. But obviously they don't care if they get killed, if they get hurt. If they get hurt, then they go to hospital or they go to jail. It's just better than spending their lifetime on the streets like they do here. It's just win-win for them. So they don't care. They don't care if you're big or tough or anything. If you knock them out, they get to a bed in a hospital or a jail, and that's a win for them. So yeah, and I was just standing here, and yeah, and I realised went to my next destination. I think I was Foz do Iguaçu again. Like, I hate going Foz do Iguaçu, and I realised my red shorts were missing. So I realised the guy here must have a homeless guy must have robbed it. Behind me must have robbed it. So always be careful, guys. That's how they do it. Especially got a hole in your bag or your bag behind you that just. Yeah, as you can see here, Monday, it's totally different. And the rain, it's overcast. It's even more empty if it's even possible. But yeah, this beach reminds me of the beaches in America and USA. Really long, like in back in LA. So you can look a bit like here in LA, especially the water isn't so clean. Never blanket here. You never see blankets in real, more European stuff. Anyways, just finished training. I'm going to dip in the sea and then we're going to head to Porto Alegre. It's really peaceful. Porto Alegre, because it's just every time I meet some really cool people, some like European kind of blood, the more in the south, and especially from Porto Alegre. So I'm just going to check it out, and I should be ready to get back to training. Back in the war zone of Rio de Janeiro. Now I've had my rest. Yeah, guys, that's the famous path. Well, not the famous path, just where people walk up a lot. Like, that was crowded like Saturday, but now it's completely empty. So we're just going to head to Porto Alegre next. And then I need to head back to Rio because we're running out of time. So I need to head back to Rio. There's so much I have to do. So much more adventures and everything. So yeah. This is going to sound strange, but it smells like England. You know, like when you arrive, get off the plane in England, you have that fresh air, it just hits you in the face, especially if it's a hot country, that fresh cold air hits you in the face and you feel the air, you feel the wind, you feel everything. Because Rio de Janeiro is really humid kind of heat. And yeah, and it has that fresh island kind of smell, like, because England's, you know, Britain's an island, so it has and the water isn't as clean as Rio de Janeiro, but it feels fresh, you know, it feels cold and chilly, which is great. It really wakes you up. It's a good place to surf actually, because in Rio de Janeiro, the waves out here, but the waves are really small for beginning surfing, so I should have brought my surfboard in and surfed it, because Rio de Janeiro is too dangerous to surf. In Ecuador, they have depths, like they have remember Ecuador, they have rocks here. They have like a few depths every year. The police don't do anything about it. It's too crowded as well. But yeah, it's a good place to surf. You don't have many people. It's just like the Miami or LA of Brazil. So yeah. And another strange thing, I got sunburned for the first time in years. I mean, being vegan and vegetarian, you know, I never get sunburned. It's strange, like, I think there's you need some kind of like B vitamins or something in your bloodstream to, or real food, but I think here, because of the chilly weather, the chilly wind, you don't feel like you're getting sunburned, but you actually do. And I've actually got, 3 years in Brazil, and I've been like, 3 times I've been sunburned, like, at the most. When I first arrived, because I was really stupid, I didn't realise it. And plus I was eating a bit of meat back there, because Argentina is always eating a lot of meat. I've just come from Argentina. Plus they haven't developed my intelligence of health and what they do to animals and everything, so. But yeah, I got sunburned. That was really strange. I was walking on the beach here, I just felt kind of chilly, the wind really chill. really refreshing, like England. Really no service at all. Really dangerous. I think also a gate on the side, so it's... Wow, it's cool.
Good, isn't it?
How cool, isn't it?
Yeah,
Next time I'll taste it. Wow, it's so refreshing. I'm gonna have a white moustache. Sounds like the best restaurant in all of Brazil. Really delicious. Best ribs. Yeah, the main course in the best restaurant of all time. Vikings.